Title: Wife called me at 2 a.m. My card declined at the club. Send me $2,000 right now or they won't let us leave. I replied, call your dad. Then I turned off my phone and went back to sleep. The call I got from the police station the next morning. Start: I was half asleep when my phone buzzed at 2:07 a.m. Her name lit up the screen like a warning flare. My card declined at the club. Send me $2,000 right now or they won't let us leave. Her voice was sharp, frantic, entitled, like I owed her rescue. I stared at the screen, feeling the last thread of patience snap. Call your dad, I said, calm as ice. Then I turned off my phone and let the darkness swallow the world. I slept better than I had in months. The backstory. You'd think was a love story. We didn't start this way. There was a time when she looked at me like I hung the moon. A time when her laughter softened me, when her hand fit perfectly in mine, when her promises sounded like truth. I believed her. I believed in us. I believed in every lie she hadn't told yet. She said marriage was a partnership. I didn't realize she meant only when convenient for her. And I missed the early signs, little cracks that hinted at the collapse to come. Late nights with friends, showers the moment she walked in, smiles she thought I didn't see, ones she gave to someone else. But betrayal doesn't hit you like lightning. It seeps in. Slow, silent, poison wearing perfume. How I found the truth. It was a message on her tablet, a notification she forgot to mute, a man's name, a hotel address, a photo she meant to delete. Her voice note whispering, he'll believe whatever I tell him. I didn't explode. I didn't confront her. I learned more from silence than shouting could ever teach. So I let her think she still controlled the narrative. That night I looked at her sleeping face and realized something unnerving. I didn't feel heartbreak. I felt clarity, a calm I hadn't known in years. The plan began in the quiet. Revenge doesn't need rage, it needs precision. So I moved slowly. I copied every message, every bank transaction, every location pin she forgot to disable, every photo she hid in her secret album that wasn't so secret. I met a divorce attorney before she even suspected a thing. Then I began the financial rerouting. Her credit card updates, joint accounts separated quietly, her name removed from everything she assumed she still owned. By the time she realized she'd been cut off, the trap would already be shut. And then, the final step. I alerted her father, not with words, with evidence. A private link sent to him at midnight, containing everything she worked so hard to hide. A father deserves to know who he raised. A daughter deserves to face the mirror she ran from. The night everything broke. And then came the 2 a.m. call. She wasn't with friends. She wasn't just dancing. She was at an exclusive club, drunk and reckless, with people who weren't her husband. She thought I was her emergency fund, her soft landing, her obedient backup plan. But the moment I said, call your dad, I knew the dominoes had started falling. The police call wasn't a surprise. At 7:41 a.m., my phone rang again. Unknown number. Sir, your wife was detained last night. We need someone to come in. I didn't ask why. I already knew. When entitlement meets consequences, chaos is born. I arrived at the station calm, composed. They brought her out, mascara smeared, hair tangled, fury shaking her voice. You left me there! She spat the words like venom. I looked at her, really looked. All I saw was someone who built her life on lies and expected me to guard the foundation. I didn't leave you, I said. You walked away long before last night. The officer explained the situation. Unpaid bill, disorderly conduct, a physical shove when security blocked her exit. Her father had been notified. He was on his way. Perfect. The confrontation I'd been waiting for. He arrived pale, angry, humiliated, not at me, but at her. He held his phone up to her face. "Explain this," he demanded. Her messages, her hotel visits, her lover's voice notes, all of it replaying in the echoing hallway of a police station at 8 a.m. on a Saturday. She looked at me as if I'd stabbed her. "You sent it to him? You ruined me!" I shook my head slowly. "No, you ruined yourself. I just stepped out of your way." Her face crumbled. She wasn't angry anymore. She was terrified. Because she finally understood there were no more lifelines. The final move. I slid an envelope onto the bench beside her. Inside, the divorce papers, my evidence logs, the financial statements showing her reckless spending, and the prenup she forgot she signed, one that ensured infidelity meant she walked away with nothing. She whispered, "You planned this." I responded, "I corrected. You planned the betrayal." Her father didn't defend her, didn't protect her, didn't excuse her. He simply said, "You made your bed." For the first time, she didn't have words. Resolution: the quiet after the storm. When I walked out of the station, sunlight hit me like a new beginning. No guilt, no hesitation, just peace. People think revenge requires noise. It doesn't. It requires truth delivered at the perfect moment. My phone buzzed hours later. A single message from her father. "Thank you for your patience. I'm sorry for everything." I replied with 3 words. "I'm finally free." And I meant it. Because sometimes the real revenge isn't destroying someone. It's walking away while they collapse under the weight of their own choices.